cutting 2.4 acres sucks. We didn't even get to finish cutting it, and we were out here cutting it for 2 days. Mind you, we were using a hand-push lawnmower, not a ride-on lawnmower. Nobody has money for that. We pretty much spent 2 days cutting and still feel like we didn't even make a dent. Yes, we did, but we also had to cut out our road. This is not a used road, so this space that is empty, I mowed that. I cut that out. I made it to the other side of the property. So, I don't know if you can see just down. Let's see if I can find it in the camera. Right, there we go. Right here. This is our first gate post opening. And then let me turn you around really quick so you can kind of see the distance of where I am. So we originally started all the way down there by the car. The car technically is parked on, I think it's in the middle of the driveway right now. But this gate opening will just be a simple 20-foot gate. Nothing too special. Then I will take you to this other corner so I can show you some of this lot property. And what's nice is that we have neighbors, but we don't have neighbors, so it's privacy. For the longest time when we first came out to look at this one, and then the first couple times we were out here working on the land, we thought somebody lived in the house behind us, but we've seen no cars, we've seen nobody coming and going, just the only person we saw was someone who was riding on a horse down the street. So that's about it. But this is the other stake marker right over here. And then this area that's right next to us on this property line, this is actually classified as a wash. It's a little bit further over. So that's the property that they have not been paying their taxes on, so we're waiting for it to go for our tax sale so that we can buy it and extend it. I don't even know what we'll use it for. Eventually we will move actually onto the land, hopefully in an RV. We have not bought one yet. We have been looking. We're not sure what we want, but we did buy a hitch and everything for our car and a distribution hitch and all that in preparation just in case an RV that we truly love ends up popping up, so we have everything that we need to grab it. After we finish the guest house, we do plan on then working on some animals, because by then we'll be actually living on the land. I think we're going to bring in power from the power pole. We have to reach out to the power company to figure out how much that will be to bring in a pole, and then we definitely want to do a RV hookup on our land, because even though we're going to be building a main house, we may have people that want to come stay with us, family, friends, all that good stuff. So until our main house is built, they can go ahead and stay in the camper while we're in the guest house. And then, of course, once the main house is built, then we'll be filled with us, the kids, and then we'll have the guest house for someone to stay in, and then, of course, extra lodging inside the RV. We do want to build a shed, so maybe as we're building the guest house, we'll take a little mini break to build a shed so we can keep all our tools and everything in. We're going to build out a play area for the kids. I want it to be like a true playground where it has the slide, the swings, the jungle gym, the sandbox, a water play area. It's gonna be so cool. So I definitely want to utilize the space. We want to put trees in, not just for decorative ones. We want to put fruit trees in, maybe some nut trees. And then we want to, of course, bring in animals with the garden, because I definitely want to try my green thumb at some gardening, try and cut down on some of the processed stuff that, you know, we as Americans eat all the time. Today, since we finally had the survey done, we were able to put some stakes down, just kind of to tell us where the front of the house, back of the house, and just looking at how much space that we have behind the house, I was like, oh yeah, this will work, because I want to get cows. We want meat chickens, and then we also want egg chickens along with pigs for meat pigs, I guess you can call them. And then I originally wanted goats, but I've heard that goats are they're meat. So we are debating on the goats. So if we don't get goats, we might get some meat rabbits, or we might get some quail or something fun like that. The way that I drew it on the map, we should have enough space so that we can rotate the animals. The cows won't rotate. I was thinking about putting the cows in with the meat chickens and let them range together, because I've heard that cows and chickens do very well in the same area. Yeah, and then we'll have our big garden and all that wonderful Pretty much that is on the agenda. First thing first, I know I threw a lot at you, but the first thing is going to be a fence so we can keep all these animals and critters off the land. So keep following along, and the fence is going to be a long process for us. We've never built a fence before. We've never built a house before. I built a workbench before, but that is the extent of my building capabilities at this point in time. But I'm very confident. I've seen a lot of videos. It's one of those things where anybody can learn to do anything as long as you're willing to put in the research and the time into learning how to do it. You know, all the people who build houses, fences, you know, they learn the trade. That's all it comes down to. So me and my husband are going to learn the trade, and we're going to build everything to code, get our permits, and we're going to have fun while doing it and being able to build our forever homes. This is the journey to Homestead. This is definitely going to be something that we're going to document it so that you guys can do it yourselves. One thing that we did notice when we were looking at homestead videos on YouTube is that we found a lot of homesteaders in Arizona, but the main difference is that they had houses to sell, they had businesses to sell, they have a nest egg of money. We do not. We're doing all of this as we get money, and we're going to do this debt-free. Right now we have land fully paid off. We just paid for the survey. Our next step is to put a fence in, get the electric put in, and do all this stuff and start building and do it all while we're debt-free, working normal jobs. So that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.